Tavë Kosi is the secret to a perfect meal, where tender, slow-cooked lamb meets a golden, savory yogurt crust that defies logic. It is the national dish of Albania, a culinary masterpiece that transforms humble ingredients into a rich, comforting experience that feels like a warm embrace from a Balkan kitchen. To understand the magic of Tavë Kosi, you have to look at the chemistry of the meat. It starts with lamb, a protein prized for its high fat content. When you sear that lamb, you are triggering the Maillard reaction. This is the chemical dance between amino acids and reducing sugars that creates those deep, toasted, savory flavor compounds. It is the difference between boiled meat and a dish that sings with complexity. By browning the lamb first, you are building a foundation of flavor that will hold its own against the tang of the yogurt to come. But the real mystery lies in the topping. It is a mixture of Greek-style yogurt, eggs, and a touch of flour. On its own, yogurt is liquid and acidic. If you put it in a hot oven, it should curdle and separate into a watery, unappealing mess. So, how does it turn into a stable, custard-like crust? The answer is the roux. By whisking a small amount of flour into melted butter before folding it into the yogurt and eggs, you create a stabilizer. This roux acts as a structural net, holding the proteins in the eggs and yogurt together as they coagulate under the heat. The acidity of the yogurt serves a dual purpose. Beyond its sharp, refreshing flavor, which cuts through the richness of the lamb fat, the lactic acid acts as a natural tenderizer. As the dish bakes, the acid works on the muscle fibers of the lamb, breaking them down until the meat is fork tender. It is a slow, gentle process that turns a potentially tough cut into something that melts in your mouth. When you slide the dish into the oven, the heat does the rest. The proteins in the egg and yogurt mixture begin to denature and bond, creating a firm, golden brown top layer. This crust isn't just for show. It acts as a seal, trapping all the juices and aromatic fats inside the dish. It keeps the lamb moist while the top browns into a savory, toasted finish that provides a beautiful textural contrast to the tender meat beneath. This dish is a lesson in balance. You have the heavy, fatty, savory depth of the lamb, countered by the light, sharp, tangy acidity of the yogurt. You have the soft, succulent texture of the meat contrasted by the firm, slightly crisp custard on top. It is a dish that relies on patience and the simple, elegant application of food science. In Albanian culture, Tavë Kosi is more than just a recipe. It is a centerpiece of hospitality. It is the kind of meal that demands time, a slow oven, and the right company. When you pull it from the oven, the smell of toasted yogurt and roasted lamb fills the room, a scent that has defined family gatherings in the Balkan mountains for generations. Mastering this dish is not about complex techniques or expensive equipment. It is about understanding how these ingredients interact. It is about respecting the Maillard reaction, trusting the science of the roux, and allowing the acid to do its work. When you finally break through that golden crust with your spoon, you are not just eating dinner. You are participating in a tradition that has been perfected through centuries of trial, error, and love. It is a reminder that the best meals are often the ones that take the simplest components and elevate them through the quiet, steady power of heat and time.